Hey guys, this video is going to be a little bit different because this is completely unscripted and I just want to get a few things off my chest. So I just decided to switch on my mic and start talking. So excuse me if I sound a little incoherent or if I use a lot of swear words. This is just off the top of my head. So I've been thinking about how many of us have been walking around with this resentment inside us. And you know, it's actually pretty justified in most cases about why we have so much resentment. So, for example, if you were cheated on by someone, or if your parents abused you, or if you were abused as a child, you have every right to carry that resentment inside you. Resentment against people, resentment against life in general. But the thing is, there is this Buddhist saying that says, resentment is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. That is exactly what most of us do nowadays. We expect our resentment to fuel us for the rest of our lives. We expect things to turn out better just because we're resentful. If you think about it really closely, resenting people, resenting circumstances, resenting your situation is only holding you back. Look, we have to understand this. Life is deeply unfair. There is no question about that. Some people have it really good and some people have it really bad, and there is nothing that we know of in our thousands of years of evolution that can fix this deep unfairness about life. But we do have one very unique and potent power inside us, and that is choosing our perspective and choosing our thoughts. So if we choose, and remember this is a choice, if we choose to be resentful and if we choose to not let go of things, then we are the ones who will suffer. We are the ones who start rotting inside. You know, you must have had these experiences that leave you deeply disturbed, that make you question everything about life. You have a choice when you have those experiences. They can either happen to you or they can happen for you. So if you choose that things in life happen to you, then you're going to be in a reactionary mode for the rest of your life. You're always going to be angry, you're always going to be bitter, you're always going to be negative. And man, I've met so many people like this whose lives aren't even that hard, but they're just so resentful and bitter and negative, and they don't add something of value to the world, they just take away from it. Or instead of doing this, you can choose that everything in life happens for you, and that gives you power. I am not saying that this is objectively true, because it depends on what your religious and spiritual views are. You could be an atheist and you might believe that everything happens at random and there is no such thing as something happening for you. And you know what, I kind of agree with that. But the point is, if I start to believe that and act as if that were true, then I lose this potent power inside of me, and that is choosing to see the bright things in life, choosing to feel like there is a higher purpose in my life, choosing to serve other people, choosing to bring positivity into this world. So I want to urge you with this video to let go of whatever is holding you back. Man, you will feel so much lighter when you just let go of all the things that you've been resentful about. If your girlfriend, wife, husband or boyfriend cheated on you, let it go. Just acknowledge the fact that they're weak human beings and they made mistakes, and let go of them. I am not telling you to associate yourself with them. I am not telling you to keep that person in your life, but you have to let it go, because if you don't let it go, then that thing just stays in your mind and it festers and it becomes a virus. There was this quote that I read online, I'm not sure where it is from, and it was written in the context of adultery, but I think you can apply this to all areas of your life. So it went something like this: if you get cheated on once, that is not your fault. But if you don't let go of it, then you will feel cheated on for the rest of your life. In the same way, if something bad happens to you, that is not your fault, obviously. I mean, you can take ownership and responsibility and try to fix that thing, but it is obviously not your fault because you don't control everything in this world. And this is where extreme ownership comes in. If you don't let go of it, if you don't let go of that negativity that is festering inside of you, then you get hurt for the rest of your life by that event which happened only once. So I just want to urge you really strongly to let go of these things. And on a personal note, I know that I struggle with this a lot, and maybe you can relate to this as well if you're watching my channel, because I'm very philosophical and I read a lot and I think about a lot of things. I tend to get very caught up in the mechanics of everything, and I tend to think about why things happen the way they happen, and I think about people's motivations and why some people can be evil and why some people can be good, and I try to determine what I did and how I can solve things. And I just get caught up in this loop where I'm just going over that thing again and again and again, days and months and years after it happened, and it just becomes a virus inside my mind that keeps on growing. But lately I've started to do this a lot. When I let go of it, when I just accept the fact that I will not be able to alter that situation no matter how much I think about it, that the only best course of action to take from that point on is to simply let go of it. You don't have to forget that it happened, but you have to accept deeply that that is something that you cannot change, that this is something that you have to live with, and this is something that you can grow from. Only then will you be able to let go of these things. And I'll tell you what happens if you don't let go of this, because this is very important. I have met so many people in my life who have had bad things happen to them, right? And they don't fucking change their mindset. They become a victim. They keep crying about how their family is unjust to them or how the world is unjust to them, and everything bad in the universe happens just to them. And you know what? These people do not help anyone. These people instead, they hurt people. They become mean, and you know what? In the worst of cases, these people, they become the very evil that they despise. So please, my friend, do not fester in this resentment. Grow from it, learn from it, embrace the things life throws at you, and realize the fact that you become more powerful because of it. Accept the fact and believe in the fact that life happens for you, not to you, and only then will you be able to let go of everything that is holding you back, and you can actually move on to see the more beautiful things in life, to experience life the way it was meant to be experienced without any limitations. That's all for this video. I hope you didn't mind the change in format a little bit. I'll be back soon with my regular videos, and thanks for watching.